Alright, let's see what we got today. I think I really want the Chocobo, so let's go ahead and get started with this Grand Company feature quest here. This one. Well, if it isn't Private Shores, I must say the tale of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few melms of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Jim, and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Alright. Quartermaster, I think it said. Oh, I wonder if that's a key item that just got given. Nope. Okay. Armor. Material. Alright, I have 300 seals already, and this is going to cost me 200. So we're going to take it. It leaves me 100. We'll use it for something later, I'm sure. And then we're going to take it to Jim. Must be up here too. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo issuance. Here you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits this past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. And then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Well, I think Noble is my noble steed's name. Yep. Nice. Hehe, I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Nice. Now he won't come in here. Nice. All right. So we're gonna go to the Aft Castle. And back over here. And see if we can't get a pup no longer. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ah, Private Shores, just the woman I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been the talk of Limsa. Don't let this puff your sails up too much, but I've heard some of the higher-ups saying that the Maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. But I suspect you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me you're looking for new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just the place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolves' Den? It's a proving ground of sorts, established by the Eorzean Alliance, a place where the most promising of Grand Company recruits are sent to hone their skills. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lanacé. The ferry at the Maubury Dry Docks in Lower Lanacé will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Burkoea Lotaslin. I've let him know that you'll be coming, so you can count on a warm welcome. Alright. What did he say about getting there, though? Ferry? From the dry docks. Okay. Let's go there. Up. Oh. Did I pick the wrong side? This goes up, not down. See what we got down here. Well, there's a ferry skipper. Let's see what he's got. Oh, this skiff is bound for the Wolf's Den. Might you care to join us? Yes, that's where I do want to go. Aetherite first. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. You say that Riki sent ya? She said she was sending a new wolf to the den. Aha! More like the runt of the litter, if you ask me. You barely have fangs for the honing. But I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with Crystalline Conflict. Them training bouts are made special for feckless adventuring types who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's arse. I still reckon it won't be dawn before you run home with your tail between your legs, crying for your mum. But she can have a word with Lieutenant Gunji, Zalunji, if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weak of spine. Dismissed. Cool, cool. Now, I don't usually engage in PvP, but that gets me some stuff to spend at the Grand Company, so that's kind of what that's for. Let's see, I think this one. You look to be spoiling for a fight, newcomer. Not that I blame you. Most everyone the captain sends my way is. You'd do well to vent some of that pent-up rage in a match of 3 of Crystalline Conflict. It's the latest, greatest, and most exciting tactical training you'll find this side of the front lines. You may think me biased, given that I'm the one who came up with the rules, but nothing could be further from the truth. We received countless calls to add more strategic elements to our training skirmishes, you see, and I simply put the entirety of my considerable skills toward answering them. Crystalline Conflict matches challenge you to maintain control over an all-important freight, which you must transport safely to a designated location amid the heat of battle. I've even designated special arenas replete with magicked mechanism to keep you on your toes. If that piques your interest, my first recommendation is that you learn the rules in their entirety, lest you be pulverized the moment you step onto the field. But fear not, I am more than happy to discuss them any time. Crystalline Conflict allows you to take part in small-scale 5v5 tactical skirmishes. It can be accessed via the PvP section of the Duty Finder. Okay, well... Remember, when you're on the front line, Private, beat a man within an ilm of his life, if you must, but see that it goes no further. You'll be joining the fight, won't you? A soldier with your talents would make a tremendous difference. What's more, you'd be doing the nation a great service. At least speak with our man at the airship landing before you decide one way or the other. Think on it, Private. That's all I ask. I need more seals for that, so let's see what we can do. Can we do these? Guess not yet. Alright. Airship landing, huh? Private Shores, come to join the fight, have we? Very good indeed. Now, before we proceed, I must warn you, this isn't going to be like some jaunt in the Wolves' Den. You'll be pitted against wave after wave of fellow Alliance members in battle, and they won't care one whit that you're the Warrior of Light. This campaign will be long and brutal, and victories won today may be undone tomorrow. Consider the borderland runes. We need only seize control of each rune in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals must muster forces to challenge our claims. It is for that reason we've established an airship route direct to the front lines. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for transportation. Ah, but that look on your face bespeaks confusion. Are we at war or not? Well, what is this bollocks about no killing? What in the seven hells is going on? That's what you're thinking, yes? It's less war and more organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. And yes, it is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited, though accidents have been known to happen, mind you. But you, of all people, have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds you'll fail to do so this time, eh? I don't intend to do that either. But that did not give me any more seals, so I still can't rank up right now, which is fine. So I think what we're going to do next is a couple more of our class quests. So for that, we want to go down by the Arcanist Guild. This one should be Grimoire Fandango, I believe. Yep. Have you come to ask about Keely's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Keely out of her shell the first time, our absent guildmaster. And though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there, and even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Memeroon's trading post in Upper Lanosay and speak with anyone who might have seen the guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Caridia. Alright, where is this? Alright, let's go to Aleport then. Yeah. Evening, miss. I was the one as sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a right rare sight to see Caritia roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalos. Could be he was seeking to speak with the scholar who lives out there. There are some things I can get for my hunt, hunter's log. So let's do that while we're here. But this says the guy we're looking for is down below, so I should not have come up here. Hello there. Why, yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist's Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously possessed with a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. The Guildmaster mentioned that the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalos. I suppose you are expected to search for them. Yeah, I suppose so too. Don't think I can get to them from down here, though. I think I have to go up. Well, there's one right here. Okay, well, I see one over there. Now, the first time I did this quest with my other character, I was way below level 24, so this was a lot harder. But since I'm level 35, these guys aren't even giving me any attention whatsoever. Down from here, huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, come on. Have you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment? I have indeed. Interesting. They actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Well penned in ancient Allegan, no less. Fortunately for you, I have a passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at Fool Falls. Dance a jig for your wooden audience. Claim the secret from the opened heart. A most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? This guild master of yours certainly enjoys his games. Actually, let's see where it is. Yeah, I think I do have to go up. Oh. Dance before the old wooden box. The box rattles and thumps about as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. Okay, where did the box go? There it is. You find a slip of parchment inside the box. If there are answers you would seek, then to the trading post now go. Before the owner, be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. Alright. Funny Makode dance. Funny dance. You dance funny dance too. Yes, yes I do. Here you go. Ah, now that was most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand? Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? I never expected you to be so shy. Heh, another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild members, you see. As an arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. And I do so enjoy seeing others dance, in the palm of my hand, as it were. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Though you might consider passing the tome on to Kihla, that is the reason you sought me out, was it not? Before you give Kihla the Grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. Yawn. All this banal interaction has simply exhausted me. It is time I returned to my studies. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard in Limsa. Be well, Misty. We shall meet again. I'm 100% certain of it. All right, let's head to Limsa. Haft Castle it is. It's not where I wanted to go. No, it's not at all. I hate that. Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such Ah, you have met with our guild master, haven't you? would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our resident guildmaster to speak with you in person? He gave you this grimoire to give to me. Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. You have my thanks, Misty. The guildmaster is fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I am to shape reality into the one I desire. And that means defeating Doesmaga. Gods, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray inform Mistress Thurbajim of my return to duty. Back to the Arcanist Guild. Kayla has recovered from her despondency. This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Kayla and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities, but at least in the case of the Foreseer, we have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training, Misty, and prepare yourself for the demanding tactics Kilha is sure to formulate in the days ahead. Oh, I want those real bad. Okay, we're taking them. And let's put on this visuals on them glasses. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up this class quest as well. This is Sinking Doesmaga. I've been expecting you, Misty. As ever, Killa's predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with word of Doesmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Blood Shore. Once the pirates' business there is concluded, Rumor has it that he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It will be some time before he returns once more to Limsa Lominsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Kielha will lose her chance to settle the score with Doesmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more into blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Doesmaga will prove difficult. Kielha has, however, already formulated a solution and has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of decorations to a fisherman by the name of Rizlern. More instructions will be forthcoming. Costa del Sol, huh? I don't think we've been out there yet. So let's see where we can get to. Summerford. Lower Lanasay looks like the closest. Which one of those am I headed for? Okay, that one. Okay, should be this one. What is it you want, lass? As you can see, I've me hands full with me fishing. Ah, thanks for that. I've been told to expect you. You're to take one o' me earrings and deliver it to the cook, Optalona. Yes, and how might I help you? Master Guruju is expecting his midday meal any moment now. A fresh herring? Why, the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish of an afternoon. This might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. I should tell you, though, your arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Guruju rather than scoff it down yourself. And what brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear madam? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of that at least. I have a hefty purse of gold to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. One moment, if you will. I have been instructed by a Malvin's Gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Guruju. Take the purse you receive from Master Guruju and hand it to the dancer Eldgith as she prepares to return home. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. I've 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. And such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, you see. In return for the coin, I am to give you these. The leather satchel is from your Makote friend, and the Paro is from me. That last item you are to deliver to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If I don't get me work squared away soon, the master'll have me 'ead on a pike. Hmm? You got summat for me, you say? Hey now, ain't this Eldkith's Perro? That Makote lass said someone'd be bringing me a gift what I couldn't refuse, and stick me with the pitchfork if she weren't telling the God's own truth. Here, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark, and pour a cup for the sailors while they're drinking there. That's what she told me to tell you, any road. I'd watch me back if I was you, though, lass. Them sailors are the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. You want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now, I ain't one to piss up free grog. Lim Lane's teats. Now that's a bloody fine drop. If we ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The captain will want to have a word with you. There's a good lass. And as for you, Miss Dancer, you stick close to old Hiskarat. It gets damn cold on them long sea voyages. Shh, we'll talk later. I see. Are you ready then? We'll be off as soon as the boat's loaded. Ah, fine grog and a fine woman. The captain will be pleased with this haul. Pray do not stare so. This was the most expedient method of gaining access to the ship. I will take that satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. Hey, what mischief are you two about? I was merely borrowing some clothes. You shouldn't wish me to catch a chill from this brisk ocean air, would you? You'll be dancing yourself warm once we get you on the ship, lass. You better slip off that ratty robe before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. Oop. I'll be happy to show him the performance that awaits. The bitch Admiral's lapdog. Come back for that lesson, Avia. 'Tis I who shall be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with you, you'll remember who your real master is. Okay, yeah, that didn't go to plan. Let's see what I was supposed to do. I guess I don't know. You rabid little cur. Our numbers matter not. It is strategy that will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Doesmaga. With your defeat, will I cast off the shackles you closed on my soul. You think so, eh? Think your fancy magics are a match for me, Blade? You've got another thing coming. Doesmaga now faces defeat. He will flee to the starboard rail. Obvious. Next come his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling me strings, do ya? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. It's at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Roegadyn. Yeah, that didn't work out for you, did it? You were a fool to return, Doesmaga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set especially for you. Thus concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Misty. This strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution, which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality. One must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. Oh, for crying out loud. Whatever. Pray convey to Mistress Thurbridge my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all that she has done for me. The true test of my strategies now begins. Oh, good Lord. Bye! Alright, that's back to the Arcanist Guild then. Welcome back, Misty. There is much I would ask you, but first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? May I have the leather satchel you received during your assignment? The original owner needs her costume back, you see. I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now, let us speak of Keeley. I am glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Keeley's strategies served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Keeley to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of arcanuma. You, too, should look to the improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique. One I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Nice. I guess I'm going to have to take this coat. Let's see if it's better. Better be better. It is. Alright, let's take it. Cool. See what it looks like. Oh boy. That is kind of awful, but it is what it is. Yeah, not kind of awful, actually, really awful. Alright, let's see what we can pick up now. Austerities of Flame. Greetings, Misty. It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of Saint Cognac, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer this request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Yamhitra at Apakulu Falls in the nation of Gridania. Well, I guess we should keep to our one at a time, so let's do that. In Gridania, let's see. You are Misty Shores, I assume. Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Yamhitra. I'm a member of the Sons of Saint Cognac. Ours is a Charlian order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest this stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an Eggy. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin on the path to becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Byragot Strike in southern Thanalan. There shall we conduct a ritual of summoning, the Austerities of Flame. Alright, let's see where this is. Okay, looks like I'm going to Ul'dah first. Central Thanalan. Really? Whoa. Hey. Oh, perhaps this is not where I want it to be. Maybe we're there. All right. Okay. I know we don't need to, but let's go get this aetheryte before we go. Chocobo keep. Where can you take me? Back to Ul'dah, nothing more. Okay. That's fine, man. All right. Let's see how we get there. Chocobo. And the Aetherite. In case we have to come back here. We're going. Greetings to you once more, Misty. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let's proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now, you must focus. Visualize the aether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an eggy wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not, if not fraught with peril. Ooh. Most impressive, Misty. The Fireborn Aggie has submitted to your will. You have mastered the Austerities of Flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apakalu Falls that we might further discuss your achievement. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have bound. In the ancient tongue of the Allagan Empire, it would be known as FFXIV, where Egi translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar, in its capacity for destruction, should serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet, be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the Egi of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This beloved divinity of the kobolds possesses the greatest threat to Limsa, and it is there that you shall find allies in your cause. The risks are great too, but so too are the rewards. Topple the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of our historic research. Fair fortune to you, Misty. You've unlocked a new job. You can change to this job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. When changing jobs, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between jobs instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. The next summoner quest will be available at 35. That's awesome. Let's do this, though. Alright, we are now a summoner. Woohoo! Not a very good one yet, but still. Alright, it's messed up my bar, too. Alright, I will have to be right back because I gotta fix this. Alright, I guess that'll have to do. Let's see if we can't also unlock the housing areas. And I want to start... I think I want to start in Ul'dah, so let's do that one first. Let's look at the big map of the world. Let's see if we can't find that quest. Goblet's over here. So it might even be here in... No. Okay, is the quest out here then? You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. Western Thanlan. Alright, it's not even far out here, so let's go get it. Actually, how did we do? Oh, won't even bother. None of these are very good, so we won't bother. Have you heard the news about the Goblet? All that quality land so desperately coveted is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine, the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, miss. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate the countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hard-working Uldans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? About the Goblet? My hands are full here, but if you've a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates, or in the Goblet, who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Raubon's approval. Of that much, I'm sure. Cool, cool. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this morn. Aye, 'tis true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all land within the Goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the Goblet, a man-made oasis, built atop a towering butte. But why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the Goblet, speak with the recruit stationed just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? An Uldan woman asked you to learn more about the auctions? Oh dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Uldan citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Okay, this must be the out. You've returned. Tell me what you have learned of the auction. Eh? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough, and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Bah, it's just not fair. No, you're right. It is not fair. The residential district Aethernet for the Goblet can be accessed through the Uldan Aetherite. Alright, I think the next one I want to look at is out of Limsa. Let's go see if I can figure out where to pick up that quest. Lower Lanasay. Okay, let's go there. And then let's squeeze in, see if we can find it. It's that one. Alright, this is going to be where the heart is, Mist. Mind looking into something for me, adventurer? It may even be of interest to you, in fact. I'm told the plots within Mist are to be auctioned off. You, me, hells, even a 12-damned wandering minstrel could purchase their own piece of Lanacé. And upon that plot of land you'd be free to build a house for you and yours. You can't tell me that the thought isn't at least slightly appealing, can you? 'Tis a bit surprising that the Thessalocracy had the time and resources to prepare such an area, what with the kobolds and the primals causing all manner of trouble. But who am I to judge the priorities of politicians, much less pirates, eh? Besides, I'd like nothing more than to own my own home. I've yet to verify the truth of the tale just yet, though. If you've no objections to taking a detour from your adventures, why not head toward the gate to Mist and see if there's a Maelstrom representative who can confirm or deny these land auctions? Over there. All right. What is it, adventurer? Ah, yes, the auctions. By order of the Admiral herself, Mist, and all plots within are to be sold exclusively to adventurers, so as to encourage their immigration to Limsa Lominsa. Why only adventurers, you ask? Practical necessity, really. Limsa Lominsa is in dire need of fresh blood, capable, courageous adventurers who will fight her foes and protect her interests. Those who build a home here will have that much more incentive to aid us. As for what manner of place Mist is, I think it best that you journey there and see for yourself. Please direct any other questions you might have to the recruit stationed just past the entrance. To proceed with the quest, you may visit any residential ward within Mist. Alright. Let's go visit any ward. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to Mist. A Limson sent you, you say? That's unfortunate. All Limsons are barred from participating in the auctions. You see, on account of the fact that they're, well, Lominson. Admiral's decree. If you find the area to your liking, though, please consider speaking with a resident caretaker. She can guide you through the process of purchasing a plot for yourself. Alright, I just came in. How do I go back out? It's gotta be this one, I think. There you are. What news have you brought me? For the purposes of luring adventurers to Limsa, that's unfortunate, but it does explain a great deal. Looks like my dream of owning my own home will have to wait a little longer. But don't you worry about me. My day will come soon enough. The residential district Aethernet for Mist can be accessed through the Lamenten Aetherite. Cool, cool. Looks like I may not have picked this one up yet. Interesting. Is there an Aetherite here too? No. Okay. On to Gridania then. And let's see if I can figure out where to pick up that quest. Central Shroud. Oh, Bent Branch, I can just teleport there, because I've been there. Nice. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face-setting, grim determination as adventurers are wont to do. Hence my presumption. If so, I've information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within the lavender beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridania. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within the Twelfthwood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is truth to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two? You know, should your travels take you to the Mirror Planks, where the ferry to the lavender beds is, perhaps you'll find a Twin Adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such a monumental change in policy. No? Oh, I see. All right. A good day to you, miss. What can I... Ah, you wish to know about the auctions. Very well, allow me to explain. There is a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past. And so the seats here, Council, and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elementals, decreed that the lavender beds be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Lavender Beds. Oh, you come at the behest of a Gridanian woman. I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. Should you have a mind to purchase a plot for yourself, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Good to see you again, friend. Did you learn anything about the lavender beds? Oh, adventurers only. Is that so? Well, these are trying times, and it's more important than ever for Gridania to attract capable individuals like yourself. I'm sure that one day my dreams will come to fruition. One day I'll have my own cottage and stables, filled with my beloved chocobos. Alright, I think that is where we're going to pause for a little bit. So I will see you again very soon.